EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line.
Well, I'm playing Patrick Mahomes right now, man.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he looks up, he's taken down. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Rattler to open with a pass. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing now is Rattler. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And he will score. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On second down, Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, P-Ron. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
So after one, the Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Play action here. Mahomes. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rattler.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints first down as he pushes forward for a couple on fourth and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
To throw, it's Rattler. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Olave, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Throwing now on third and long. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield, past the sticks, and put one on him. And once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Jackson now on second down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Down. Ready.
Looking to throw. Rattler. And he'll take it on in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Great tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore. Here's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. will come back to Baltimore. After this, here's 2nd and 9.
13. Yo.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Ready. Green cap. Hut.
Now Rattler gonna throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Steel, black. Red, cycle. Hut.
Rattler now back to throw. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 86 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
You, yellow. Let's go. Fight, white. Set, go.
Here's Rattler. That's deep for Olave. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
What a shot! What a rating! What a shot! Not. Hey, middle. Go. Shot!
Now, Jackson. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Willie Gay.
You know, Mike, I think at this point, anytime you find yourself in a situation like this, your passing game has to just be thrown out altogether. I think right now it turns into a, let's just execute our run, let's just try to get out of this game healthy and move on. I mean, this is 4 consecutive drives that have ended with an interception. I mean, it's almost unheard of. It tells me it's more than just a lack of execution. This quarterback right now is having some confidence issues. He's not seeing the field great, and they need to have a complete reset.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Hardy now with the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Here's first and 10. Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Alpha, sit on! 180! What a shot! Sit on!
Jackson now. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Hey!
Jackson from the gun on third down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the offense as you can imagine.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Here we go, set.
They'll run. It's Williams. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they shoved him backwards.
Slide through.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On play action, here's Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Jackson out of the pistol. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Ravens has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Demario Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
Down. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
Ready.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Ready. 5. 97. Hut. Hut.
Throwing is Rattler. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little...
That is caught. What a throw. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown Saints. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Shot. 17. Set. Hut.
To throw, it's Rattler. Now he takes off. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
560. Blaster. 6. Set. Go.
Looking to throw, Rattler. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
It's hot.
A first down throw for Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shut up!
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. First and 10 now from the 36.
Clock 10. Drill green. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's deep for Olave. That's caught. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way...
Good blocking, and he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Striker, 3-3. Set.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. It's the tight end Likely in motion. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback
11 pick right here, and then you quit the game. How about that? 11 pick.
He'll look for Flowers downfield.
Trash, man. Quit the game, man. I got baseball to play.
Defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Let's go now.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
6, second. Here we go. Set. Steel, black. Red, cycle. Set, cut.
Now Rattler gonna throw. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout
Red,
anyway.
Yellow. Come on, set. You, yellow. Ready.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. Hardy now with the return. Out there as he'll have to hit it from him. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And that final throw here is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And this was as good as it gets. All 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory.